Hey everybody, happy Monday, start of a new week. How's everybody doing tonight? Guys, how you doing?
I'm doing all right. How's everyone else doing?
I'm doing good.
I was
Back
telling
to
Badel, I'm in
adjusting.
the middle of a blizzard right now up here in the Northeast. I mean, we've literally set a new record. Last I looked about an hour or so ago, we're up around 35 inches. So booyah. So if I disappear, you know my power went out. Just saying.
Well, then why do I keep getting told that we're experiencing global warming?
Yeah. This is not global. This is global snowing right now.
Oh yeah. Well, this has been one of the worst winters across the United States, and because of the way that the polar vortex broke and spread out over everything. So, yeah, my grandma who lives in Oklahoma got smacked by snow, and normally they only get ice storms. And they got more snow than I did one time. I was like, how does this work? You're further south than me.
That shouldn't be happening. I was telling
last week we were like in the low 60s, and now this morning when I went to work, it was 5 degrees was the feels like, and it's like that's a huge shift in a week.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, I was telling Badel, this is back to like what it was when I was a kid now, because like for the past maybe decade, it's been like, winter's been like, here. But now it's like this year brought back what is a typical New England winter to the area,
Oh, yeah. Well, and I just think a lot of people discount the fact that there are weather cycles, like longer term weather cycles. So you might get periods where like there's just really dull winters, and then it comes back and it's like, oh, well, here you go. We're just going to smack you up with a bunch of snow year after year. And then it goes back and it's like not heavy winters. So,
Yep. And that's what it's been, like I said, for the past decade. So, I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm getting a little old to be shoveling snow, but
that's why you pay someone to do it. That's why you pay someone young like me to come in, plow everything for you.
There you go. Well, yeah, or take a play out of the Mandami playbook and just hire people to, go and shovel at $30 an hour. Unless, of course, only, of course, if you provide 100 forms of ID. Just saying. You don't have to do that to vote, but to shovel snow, you absolutely do.
I was just going to say that.
I'm sorry. I couldn't resist.
It's a crazy world we live in.
Indeed it is. Oh man, how's everybody doing out there? Another week starting. Hopefully your week is not going crazy as far as weather is concerned. Appreciate everybody being in here, checking in. We're here every Monday night, 7 p.m. Eastern time. Let's give a quick shout out to the chat. What do you think, guys? And then we can go and start diving in.
Sounds good.
Let's see.
Only one person so far.
Is it really? Oh, there it is. You're right. It is only one person. I mean, I can see a bunch of lurkers in here, but Shuby's the only guy active in the chat. Shuby Buckets, if you're a channel member on my channel, Shuby Buckets in the chat, please. And and see, Badel did it right there. Shuby Buckets in the chat. Let's see. What's that say? Zerbazilla. Coining my bit. There you go.
And Samuel Franco.
Yep. Now we got some people coming on in here. There you go. Appreciate you guys checking in the chat. Stupid boys. Yeah, well, sometimes I've been known.
Not trying to change the subject real quick, but while I was pulling up your other streams, somebody, I forgot which video it was or who posted it, but I guess there was another solo block hit, and they posted that like 2 hours ago.
Oh, I missed that. I'm sure when I check back in, I'll get it. I've honestly, I took time to go to dinner and stuff like that. So there you go. Oh man, here we go. I didn't log in. Do I have to really go log in on the on my portable on the live stream? Good Lord. All right. I'll tell you what, BC, do you want to kind of start us off and we can go from there while I'm doing all that login?
Sounds good. I got the first one pulled up. I guess we can save the AI for last because
that's a good idea.
the big news of the week was Trump's tariffs getting shut down by the courts.
Yep.
This was kind of widely expected, so I wasn't too surprised about it. And we'll kind of have to see how this goes from here, because he clapped right back immediately and said he had signed a 10% global tariff after Supreme Court decision. So this was kind of wild.
Right.
And we had actually had some positive coming from it, where we paid down a bunch of our a little bit of things that we needed to. We also had our deficits, our trade deficits were kind of fixing themselves, and all of that's just immediately put to a stop. We'll see what he can negotiate with a 10% tariff deal on the world, which I don't think is going to give him too much leverage. So we'll see what happens, because after the court decision, which was, I was surprised by a few of the judges' decisions.
Yep.
Was really, really heavily towards the actual wording of the law, and that's where that all came from. So 6-3 ruling shut it down, and Trump immediately was posting about it too, how it's un-American and all of that. And we're still kind of waiting to see the rest of the reactions from this, because it did get shut down, and he immediately comes back with a 10% tariff.
I know.
Under a completely different law too, which is wild.
Yes.
So it's like, now they're going to try to challenge this, because you know how that goes.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's just funny that he kind of like had that one in the chamber, ready to go. That's just typical Trump right there.
But that's also how you play politics.
That's
like,
also
if we're
true.
going to play politics, and I'm gonna try to use this law to the scope of what I think I can use it. And the courts are there to either say yes or no. And if that doesn't work, you try again through a different method.
Yep.
And that's just playing politics. That they already had this in the chamber, where it's like, okay, well, here's one rule that got shot down, so now we're just going to use a different rule to put different tariffs on people.
Yep.
It's wild that they shot that down, where it's like, okay, the president has the ability to make trade deals. So or to say that we're just not going to trade with a country in general, but you're going to tell me he can't put a tariff on that country? That doesn't make no sense.
I agree 100%. And I don't know. I think at the end of the day, the long run, whatever you want to call it, this will just be playing out in his favor. My opinion. So I say his favor, the US's favor, or whatever. You get my point.
Well, I do think the 10% one will help out a bit, but not as much as actually being able to shore up manufacturing.
Well, of course.
Start of what we were seeing, because it's like, Tim Pool talks about a lot, because he's got a skateboard company, and he's like, there's a lot of skateboard companies that offshore to China. Well, when you throw 135% tariff on that, the $55 skateboard becomes $120 skateboard.
What's the problem?
Which forces people to come back.
Oh my God. No, people will pay that price. I'm just saying.
Some people will, but it also will hurt your it'll hurt your ability to compete with people that are here in America doing the same thing.
I agree. And hey, wrong button. Sorry about that. Welcome there, that Katie. Appreciate you for being here. And what's Shuby? I see you starting it right there. I see you.
I tried to tag him earlier, but he must have stepped away for a few.
I think it's definitely higher than a 9% chance.
Yeah, it might be. I'm trying to be good. So I don't know. This is just all part of the Trump playbook with everything he's got going, the rewiring of shit he's got going right now. Again, we've talked about it. I'm not necessarily agreeing with all of it, and even the tariffs. Hell, we talked about the tariffs in the past, and I said I wasn't agreeing with some of the way he was handling this whole tariff situation. But I mean, overall, in combination, I see the direction, and when we can only hope that with, like you said, reshoring manufacturing and all this other stuff, hopefully it will shore things up. My question is, and I don't know if you have the next article, because links to everything, by the way, folks, is in the description if you want to go and check this out, or if you're watching on the replay, links will be in the description. Did you bring up the article about talking about the markets and Bitcoin in particular?
This one, where
Yes.
Trump's tariffs have been canceled and how the market might be affected. Oh, zoomed in the wrong screen. There we go. Now everyone can read it with us. There we go.
Well, I figured this will be a good pivot right here to discuss it, because I mean, look what we're seeing right now in the markets, and especially crypto. So,
well, I think that has more to do than with just this.
oh, I agree.
I don't know if you've noticed, but like we've got like a lot of turmoil going on in the world right now.
What are you talking about? Nobody's dropped any bombs yet. What the hell? Just because Mexico's burning down. Come on.
Yeah, I was about to say there are countries on fire who haven't dropped any bombs yet. So, but there is talk about strikes potentially coming, and you have a very small window on that happening. So that's why a lot is up in the air at the same time as these tariffs. I don't think tariffs will affect your risk on market with Bitcoin as much as it has in the past, but I do think a lot of your TradFi market will get absolutely obliterated if we get into a situation like that. And then your altcoins, which are already in the toilet, are just going to go down the drain.
Yep. I sadly I agree with that. And Shuby, are you serious, or are you trolling us right here? Oh, I hope you're not. But go visit OC while you're there, I guess. Man. Anyway, sorry.
Those videos have been insane.
Yes.
Which, I mean, I've been telling my girl about it for a while, about what's going on in Mexico. And then one of her coworkers, who's like Hispanic, was like, we're going to flee America and go to Mexico. And I'm like, bro, you're doing it backwards. Also, are you sure you want to go to Mexico with everything that's going on right now? And that's before this all popped off. Because it's like, if you've been following the signs, you knew what was going to happen in Mexico. And this was inevitable. And here we go. So we'll see how our neighbor does.
Yeah. Hopefully, the people we know down there, be safe. That's it. Family, friends, whatever.
Well, there was a thing from Canada that I saw this morning about that they're preparing for a U.S. invasion from the south.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, I really don't see us invading.
Well, there you go. Look, welcome. Nothing comment. You can go to Canada. That was a timely comment right there.
I mean, I'm good on that. You've got Alberta, which is trying to join the U.S. right now. They've got like a 1 million person petition building up in Alberta, and they're trying to leave Canada and be like the 51st state of the United States. Which is like, they got a lot of oil, so we might get helped out by that.
Amen. Oh man, no, I'm going down over. Oh man. Now's not the time to be doing that, Shub. I don't know. You might need to be. I'm just saying. Oh man. Well, you know what? That's funny you say that, BC. If you're around tomorrow night, make sure you tune in with me and Jar. We're gonna have Joel Valenzuela. We might get a little bit about the Mexico thing from him while we're live. But throw in that Alberta thing to Jar. I'll be interested to see. That would have been a great one for when we had JR and Jar.
Oh yeah. Well, and I mean, it's kind of interesting because I've talked to JR about it in the background. Yeah. I'm like, hey, do you want to be? Are you trying to be my American brother? And he's like, what do you mean? And I'm like, the Alberta thing and trying to come to the U.S. because that's where he lives.
Yeah.
That Alberta region, and he was like, heck yeah, I want to be American. And it's like, screw this stuff. And it's like even a bunch of Canadian, which like they're more like Republican on that one in that region. So they've voted 80% conservative for the past 60 years. And they're a lot like Midwesterners. So easy join. And they seem to want it.
They can be a territory. There you go. Yeah. State ratification is a whole lengthy process that or new state ratification. You get what I'm trying to say there. And Jesse is in the house. Welcome, man. Appreciate you being here. As always. That's right. Can't be a stream without Jesse. That number is wrong, BC. Okay. Maybe. I mean, we'll have to find out. We'll go, who knows? But the point is,
what number is wrong? The percentage that they're voting conservative.
I'm assuming that's what he's referring to. I mean, he can clarify. But in the meantime, what say you? What shall we talk about now?
Well, we can actually dive into this article since we got derailed just a little
bit. Oh,
yeah,
just a little bit.
The cryptocurrency market is going through a difficult period with 5 consecutive red moons that began at the peak of 126,000 in October of 2025 until the end of February 2026. However, recent data from Sentiment suggests that the markets may have entered a turning point. I don't know how much I really agree with that. The most striking point on the agenda is the latest developments regarding tariffs imposed by President Trump. According to the analysis of the 6-3 vote, resulted in a potential reversal of many tariffs and refunds to affected companies. And I think that's the big one that's really going to help out more of the TradFi markets than your crypto markets. And I mean, Sentiment kind of bringing in where we did see quite a bit of institutional wallets buying up Bitcoin within that 60 range here, a decent amount of absorption in this area. So that has been holding it up. But I don't know with this next point where they're saying, a move towards 70,000, we could get that, but I don't think it has anything to do with the tariffs.
I think the tariffs were just one small piece of the pie that just helped the entire situation. I agree. It just happened that article came out very timely with the court's decision. So, and the already weakness in the market, crypto market in particular, as we're talking about all that. Just to catch up on a welcome. Let's say Joshua Neal. Appreciate you being here. What's next? Well, you see, I have to ask him what's next because he's running that part of the show. So I can't see it, and he controls the flow. So I got to ask. That's what it is. And yes, this is Odin. Welcome, first off, and this is 100% true. I actually mentioned this in a recent episode that I put out of the Crypto Mindset Minute series that I have, where I was talking about Heatbit, which is a Bitcoin mining miner built as a heating system that you can heat your room, home, office, whatever with. As a matter of fact, I'd say there's a link in the description, but it's on my toolbox page, so you can go check that. But yeah, absolutely right, Odin. That is out there. I mean, that's assuming you don't rig something up yourself. People.
Hey, I mean, last winter my basement was almost 95 to 100 degrees every day with the windows open
and that's what I was just going to say. You rig it up yourself with whatever mining rig you got or whatever. It just heats the house. I used to do that when I had the rig running in the bedroom. Bedroom was nice and toasty in the winter. Yeah.
Well, the only problem with it, though, is if you have too much heat from the computers, it changes like the static in the house. So like the dust will stick to anything, even if it's moving. So then you have to have humidifiers going to counter that issue.
Okay. I mean, that's a good point. You're right about the dryness. Yeah, you're right. Makes sense.
It's a dry heat, kind of like some heaters that you plug into the wall. They just have that coil that gets red hot and a fan that blows on it. It's kind of the same concept. It's just that dry heat.
Yep. Just to get through the rest of these, and then we can go and move on to the next stuff. I mean, I appreciate you can have whatever idea you want, but that starts to make a lot of sense with previous comments. But anyway, you know what?
It just depends on what it depends on what project you're like talking about. It's like I
Exactly.
won't deny that there's probably some projects that are more of just like a tech bro type let's get rich scheme, and
Exactly.
you see that all over, but that's no different than what you see in traditional markets. Like there's
Also true.
all of that stuff exists because you're talking about the human element of systems. So
Yep.
it's like it's not an original thing to crypto,
Specific to
and then
crypto, right?
you bring up this point as well, and it's like its only real use is for buying stuff online. It's like there's so much more use case than that.
And that's
Uh,
so wrong. To
mhm.
watch tomorrow night, 6 p.m. Eastern time, right here on my channel, and you will be able to see a guy who's been living on cryptocurrency for 12 years now. No bank accounts, nothing, just cryptocurrency. You can do it today if you really want to. So, to this point in this comment, no, it's not just about buying shit online. It's just not. So,
Well, and it's like if you check out your playlist where it's unlocking your crypto journey, we
yes,
actually get into a lot of the use
yes,
cases that you can get into technology wise. Because like
right,
the original thoughts was for peer to peer. And then what has exploded since then is far more useful than just peer to peer transactions. And a lot of them kind of have that built within them, but they also come in here and you can move technology around. You move data from one point to another extremely quickly. You can handle certain informations with, say, the medical system, all privately, where you own your own data. So there's so many more use cases than just sending someone money online.
yeah,
Insurance is a big one as well. Check
yep.
out that unlocking your crypto playlist in CCM's channel, and you can
I'll
learn
go
all
grab it
that.
and I'll drop it in the chat so everybody has it. Just give me a second. I had to take some people in timeout. You've been
Yeah,
bad. I put you in timeout. Okay.
We
Anyway,
did
well,
that at like the same time.
it's like, dude. Wait. No, it's for buying drugs. Oh my goodness. Well, either you're trolling, which is the most
probably.
likely option,
Mhm.
or you are just malinformed, ill-informed, whatever, and you need to go home and do some homework.
Well,
Maybe
and I've talked
you
about it
know
here before because it's like only dumb criminals use crypto to
exactly.
commit crimes because it's 100% traceable unless you're using certain projects, which
Yes,
there are
correct.
certain projects that kind of thrives with it, but they have alternative use cases than just using it on the dark web. And that's where privacy coins are going to be a big part of your
Huge.
economy if all of this actually gets adopted, which it does seem to be getting adopted. It's not the crypto projects that are actually going to get adopted, but these companies are adopting their technology to use the same thing. Like the Department of Defense is going to be using blockchain with a privacy coin. That's how they're going to send data from one point to another because you can't really crack it. As long as we get to this point where you just bring the article up here, where quantum computing is kind of making a push on what you need to have your crypto set up with. And you need it to be quantum resistant, which is a big part of what Bitcoin has been talking about, at least the Bitcoin core team has been talking about for a while. And it's you need to make a Bitcoin quantum computing resistant. Otherwise, all of this is just pointless anyway.
There you go. There you go. And lad, I see you. Welcome. Guys, what? Okay. Well, I appreciate your opinion. It's wrong, but I appreciate your opinion. So there you go. Go ahead. Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt you there, BC. Go for it, man.
Not a problem. So to freeze or not to freeze, Satoshi and the 440 billion in Bitcoin threatened by quantum computing. And this is actually getting kind of real with it because once you can start breaking some of these hashing algorithms with a quantum computer, the sky's the limit on it. You go in, you have the wallet that you can fully crack with quantum computing in seconds, and then you can just release all of that on either on the blockchain. You sell it all off, you move it from one wallet to another. All of that becomes potentially all a risk factor for Bitcoin. And this article kind of breaks it on down here where let's get to it. Oh,
Yeah, I know.
why some coins are exposed. And it's the vulnerability is not uniform. In Bitcoin's early years, pay to public key P2PK transactions embedded public keys directly on chain. Modern addresses typically reveal only a hash of the key until coins are spent, but once a public key is exposed through early mining or address reuse, that exposure is permanent. In a sufficiently advanced quantum scenario, those keys in theory would be reversed. So that's been Bitcoin's big problem, with also a 51% attack. Whereas if you have a 51% attack, you can reverse transactions, and now you're talking about breaking the blockchain.
Mm-hmm.
Do double spends, things like that.
Exactly. We've talked about quantum and the potential of, they reference hacking, Bitcoin, whatever. And is it a potential threat? Sure. But at the end of the day, like I've said, though it is a threat for that, and that happens to be what this article is referring to here, there are bigger threats that quantum computing poses in our society. We've mentioned them before, defense, the power grids, etc. I don't. Sorry, I got distracted by a comment. I apologize. But anyway,
we talked. Not sure if it was last Monday or 2 Mondays ago about countries preparing for quantum computing security.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's something that you're going to have to build up before you even have quantum computers. Because like all of these antiquated systems, which they would be antiquated if you have quantum computing, are all hackable. Everything. Your banking accounts, the government, all of it would be hackable. Because you're talking about most things are running in 256-bit SHA or on your crypto side, and then you have 256-bit encryption on most devices, which would take literally fractions of a second to break the math on that with a quantum computer. And they're starting to get a whole lot better. And we're now getting quantum computers that can do more than just one basic task, which is like the original quantum computers were really, really good at math, but they had to have specific scenarios that all of these quantum computers were built in. Highly freezing temperatures using atoms and things like that, electrons to really move things along. But those old quantum computers took up the same room mass as like your original computers did, and they're starting to get a little bit better with it.
Well, there are already chips out there that it's like, they can be used at either at not those temperatures, so like a much warmer temperature, or Dynex claims that they have one that would do like room temperature. I don't know what the statics are on that, like the range, but operation and so on. So either way, it's coming, whether it's coming in the form of a single house computer base kind of thing, or it's coming in the form of computer chips or something. I don't know, but it's definitely coming. Matter of fact, I've been trying to get back in touch with Yeti to get him to come on and talk about this since they've put that out, but he's been radio silent. Originally, I know he was doing some testing with regard to it, but now I don't know. I'm hoping he didn't end up dead somewhere because the government wanted it. I'm just saying. Because that's how that works. What I'm saying, that's how that works. So, anywho, I see you put up a comment. Oh, here we go. Dave Digital in the house. Appreciate Dave Digital being here. Great thing about BTC, you can move it, but you can't easily hide it. Or again, transparent blockchain, right? The feature, not the bug, kind of thing.
Dave Digital in the house. Woot.
That's right, baby. Appreciate Dave Digital being here as always. Man,
this one.
I wasn't even gonna.
Oh, well, it's like it's easy to commit fraud and things that would normally be crimes when using regular legal money with crypto. It's like it's easier to commit crimes with
with the
paper.
US dollar. Yeah, exactly. Again, but he's a computer scientist, which is why I told him in this whole quantum computing article is what you should be talking about. You don't have to read it. You should be able to just boom, talk about it, right? But what do I know? Anyway,
It's like most crimes get committed with fiat because it's extremely hard to track.
Exactly. Again, the stats are already there. And bacon, eggs, and hash. Long time no see. Appreciate you being here. And again, love that
That's a dope
damn
username.
handle name.
Yeah, that's a dope username.
It really is, man.
I've seen him in a lot of streams, but I feel it's been a year or two, maybe.
I know it's been a while. It's so good to see you back. Good to see you back. Damn.
He came back for the blood in the streets to buy.
True. Smart.
I mean, this is like the beginning of my accumulation phase anyway. It's like you're starting to get to the lower ranges, and the lower it gets, the heavier you buy, and then hopefully, everything doesn't go belly up, and you've acquired a whole bunch of things at decent profit.
Yep. Facts.
That's what I was saying last week when I found out I got a new raise at work, and I'm like, okay, more money.
Accumulation time.
That's it. Talk even again. The consistency, just a little bit. If that's what you can do, that's what you can do. And V Monitor, welcome. Appreciate you being here. And yes, Dave Digital spouting the facts. It is a fact. I mean, and that comes straight from the government for that matter. Well, you got Obama shipping pallets and planefuls of cash over to people. But let's not get me going.
I mean, the U.S. government would never send pallets of cash.
Oh, I know. That's
fund illegal operations in other countries to overthrow dictators. We would never do that.
No. Okay, if I disappear, you know what happens, guys.
The CIA didn't use paper money to go fund things in the Middle East or anything. We've never done that. We haven't done that in Africa either. Muammar Gaddafi just, nothing happened there.
Nothing like that. See nothing, say nothing, nothing. Yeah, exactly. And I'm glad to see you're back there, Bacon, Eggs, and Hash. Thanks, man. Thanks for stopping on in here. Much appreciated. Oh, man. So, I mean, we've been talking a lot about AI on this particular stream. And I'll tell you what, the AI news just does not stop. I've been trying to focus a little bit more on some of these channels that specialize on AI content, the more reputable ones. And if you guys are interested, I'll put a couple of them together at a later date and throw it in here. But BC threw this one in here, and I was like, there you go. That's it. You need a housekeeper? Bada boom, here it is.
Well, and so this one, I'll kind of have the sound down so we can talk as well.
Hey, Figure, can you fold these towels for me?
Yeah, but it's super cool because he just walks up, hands the towels to him, and it's like, hey, can you fold these towels? And this is their old model, mind you. So this was when it first came out. And then it's a little bit kind of slow with it and all of that. But you just buy the robot once.
Yep.
And it kind of gets the hang of it. These are robots that have been trained using human body movements. And you're seeing a big explosion, not just here in America, but in China too. They're all trying to get to this point. It's like, what's cheaper than using human labor? This. Which is also being built on top of AI. And I thought it was kind of cool because it's like, does it extremely efficiently, and look at that, it actually looks pretty nice.
Yep. No, it does a good job, and it's like anything else. If you were teaching your kid how to do it, this would be what it is, right? They get it not quite right, until they do. It's just that simple.
And now they have Model 2 with full body autonomy, which originally, with that robot, they were training it and you kind of had a person that would like make sure that everything's going the way that it should be. I can take over control if something bad happens, which is what you see with some of the other ones with like, hey, we're going to put this robot in your home, but you're really paying for a human to control the robot in your home. That's what some of them are doing. And then this one's actually going to be like a full AI that'll handle tasks for you. And this is crazy because, you know, if you're thinking about your labor force, this is going to take a lot of jobs. Menial tasks, sure, but like it takes a lot of those base jobs on top of everyone saying, oh, yeah, things have been fine. Where you already have 7 companies like IBM and Amazon and all of these companies who have already said that they will be replacing the human labor in their companies with something like this. And now it's available for you in your home as well.
Right. Which is crazy. Now we're getting closer to the Jetsons. Just saying.
Oh yeah. Well, it's like honestly, I get why a lot of people are scared by it because like big change. Of course, yeah, it is scary, but like it's what I've said before, and it's like we are a base 0 civilization. We exist on one planet. We do menial tasks as human beings, very repetitive tasks, things that don't take a lot of brain power or energy. If you replace that human capital with robots, now what are we free to do as a civilization? This is at the same time that Elon Musk is talking about going to Mars. Are we going to be a level 1 civilization where we exist on more than one planet, which it ultimately increases the survivability of your species if something bad happens?
Yep.
It's super sci-fi, but we're actually getting to that point.
We are at that point, or getting close to that inflection point. And well, they better keeping an eye on me there, Dave. Oh man. Oh, what's that? 180-day. Oh yeah, right. That's coming soon. I mean, hell, you think that AI is already being integrated into the school system and all this other baloney. So yeah, why not teach kids at the end of the day, right?
Well, it's something I've said to my girl's son, where it's like, you know, AI could make everything a whole lot easier, especially for your generation. And one of the things that you're going to need to learn to do is be able to efficiently use AI if you want to have a decent job out there.
Yep. The need to use it is just, well, we've been talking about, even last week, Badel and I, we went through how many articles about that. It is, it's a necessity at this point. It's a necessity.
I think it was Cisco. We talked about Cisco last week.
Yes.
You know, they had 8 people that did this job. Now they're going to have 3 people with 5 AI agents, and it's going to triple the production of the work that's getting done.
Right.
And that's a company that's based where I'm from. Like that company was built here in Nebraska, and now they're a regional company. And it's like, if even places like that are going to be doing it, and you have full robot warehouses in places like China, do you think we're not going to do the same thing here? They have more people there and are able to do a whole lot more. And even they're like, nah, screw the human capital. We're going to use robots.
Facts. Hey, listen, and it you know, I love the fact that, you know, they got the whole robot thing going, and we've talked BC as articulately put out there about white collar jobs, basically, you know, getting the as we move on and that kind of thing. But I saw this, and man, I didn't expect this. I'm going to share it right now. Hang on one second. Share. Here we go. So watch this.
Oh, yep. I was going to pull that one up too. Yeah.
I was like, oh my God, here we go. I'll play it real quick. Oh, well, we can talk over that, but look at this. Look at this thing.
Well, and that's what I meant by like those super repetitive tasks that are very menial, and like those are going to be what gets replaced first.
Yeah.
And, you know, they've said like a blue collar is going to be pretty safe, but depending on your blue collar field, because eventually, yeah, there's a human operating this machine or whatever, but you won't need it once the AI figures out the patterns, because this is all pattern recognition. It's base level menial tasks. And we don't need to, if we've got robots and AI that can all do these things, then why do we need to do them?
Yep. I just saw that and I was like, oh, I gotta bring this up for when we started talking AI
Oh yeah,
today.
I saw that one this weekend. I would like it. Boom, it's awesome. Because we have the same thing in warehouses, where it's like it's just a robot pallet jack that controls itself, picks up the pallet, moves it over where it needs to go.
That's what it needs to
like
do.
What does this open us up for? Yes, normally in transition periods from one thing to another, there is a little bit of like an economic hit on your labor force, and it sucks. We've seen it time and time again. Industrial Revolution, we saw it with the movement from writing, having to physically handwrite things, to printing things. Like all of these milestones that we hit, yes, there's a lot of turmoil and people are scared, and we figure it out. You know, we're a very adaptive species. And once you take away a lot of those base menial tasks, what does that leave us open to do? A whole lot more with our time. And I know someone would talked about, well, it's like until the robots ask for money, but it's like you might not even need a money system at that point. You know, like it's kind of like weird to talk about because we think about things in a capitalist frame worldview where it's like everything costs dollars and you transfer your economic energy from one person to another, which is all money really is. It is a transfer of energy from one person to another for goods that you use to be putting in your economic labor.
And
so if you
Andy, hello, and she makes a good point here. I love it. At least they're speaking English. I love it.
You can always tell that they're AI agents because when you ask them a question, there's a good 20, almost 30-second pause until they start to talk.
Oh yeah, but that'll get shortened as time goes on.
But I'm just saying, like right now, it's a good long pause. Every time you say something, there's a good long pause, and it's like, okay, well, that's a huge indicator that they're not human. But then you go to talk to a human and you can't even understand them because they don't know much English. It's like it should have just stayed with the AI agent.
And that's like Dave Digital brings up a good point right there, and it's like it's like the time is shortening. Even ChatGPT's latest voice model, like there used to be a little bit of a pause in between, but it's like as soon as you stop talking, it recognizes it and immediately starts responding. Because you're talking about like it's firing synapses at the same speed that we do. It's no different. They've just got multiple systems that are running the one program.
Yep.
Well, Dave, okay, I get that because I've watched that show quite a bit. I try to watch it every Saturday, but half the time I work. But like you normally, I'm not gonna say you have like the same topic or the same story, but if you just asked it a random question, I'm curious as to how long it would take to actually answer that. I mean, maybe 3 seconds, maybe 10 seconds.
Yeah, well, I don't know. Do you? I mean, well, I know, Badel, you don't really use AI too much, but BC, I know you do. I mean, when you're going back and forth with your AI, I use the voice interface with mine because typing just sucks. It takes when I ask it a random question between maybe 3 and 5 seconds, and it's already pumping out the answer.
Well, it's like what's the question you want to know, Badel?
Yeah, there you go. Do it live.
Well, no, I have no idea, but I'm saying like if you're going to type it, I feel it's differently than speaking because when you're typing, it's probably already searching. But I guess with speaking, it's the same thing as like speech to text. You know, it's typing as you're talking.
So like, I'm not sure if it's sharing audio. So it's like, hey, what is currently going on in Iran right now?
Oh, I like that.
And this is actually searching the internet, so it's going to be a little bit. I started talking, so
you messed up the test, BC.
So right now in Iran, Right now in Iran, large protests are continuing across the country, with demonstrations happening in all 31 provinces. These protests began as economic grievances fueled by inflation and the currency crashing, but now they've turned into a broader push against the government. The official death toll is just over 3,100, but some groups say it could be much higher.
So it's like, that's with it having to search the internet. If you talk to it as if like, hey, like I'm just having a conversation with you about something, it's much quicker to respond.
Oh yeah,
If it doesn't have
exactly.
Because I like the male Australian voice. There's something weird with all the female voices. I just don't like them. It's not soothing, you know.
I've been trying to mess with AI more. I think it was Friday. Somebody told me about Suno.
Mm-hmm.
So I've been messing around with that. I like it, but to try to change from like one genre to the other I feel complete trash.
I feel vindicated.
I was just about to bring that comment up. I was just about to bring it up.
Why isn't yours a dude's voice, Dave? You're just doing it wrong.
Oh man. Hey, you know what? You get a bunch of information here and we have a good laugh while we're doing it. Just saying. And you also get more than crypto. Although, you know, to me, they're all kind of interconnected there.
I'll look into that, Dave. Because Suno, I don't know. I even created another account with another email. Because as a free, you can only do like 10 songs a day. Yeah. And it's like trying to learn how to do it with only 10 songs. It's like, yeah, no, it's going to take a week, which I understand. It's free, whatever. But I had to watch some YouTube videos on how to like change certain things. And it's like, yeah, that's not really my type.
And I like Song Generator IO, which like it's been extremely efficient for me. And it's extremely easy building up the prompts that you can use, the size of them. So it's like, I think if you're doing a custom song, you can do like 1,000 character prompt with it, and they're slowly building it out. It's just as good as Suno is. And if you're paying a little bit, you know, and that's the thing, you know, you get what you pay for. A lot of these, there's a lot of the same ones too, where music is good. The new ones that are coming out with video production, it's supposed to be dropping here soon. You can do a whole 15-minute video with a prompt. So it's like the entertainment sector just gonna be demolished.
Oh, hell to the yeah. Hell to the yeah. I mean, have you seen, there's already been some of these like video creations and they've thrown them on X, and I just watch them and I'm thinking to myself, damn.
Oh, the short form,
like the even Call of Duty. Content? Like Call of Duty, I think it was the new one, Black Ops 7. I think they got sued or in trouble for using AI, but it actually used like an AI rendered version of like a certain clip of some movie, like in like the trailer or something like that. And I don't know, but
I didn't follow it. Black Ops 7 was garbage.
Oh, Call of Duty is garbage. I'm done buying them. I only buy them for zombies with my buddy. That's it. But then
I stopped buying them a long time ago. So
yeah.
But here's the other thing. It's like all of those games are about to get a whole lot crazier because you're going to be able to use AI to pump out games extremely quickly. None of this GTA 6 took 10 years to code.
Right.
It's like GTA 7 is out in 6 months. Like, boom. That's going to be awesome for the gaming industry.
Yes, Dave Digital. I did see that. Yeah, I was there for that. It was funny. I mean, technically, it was quoting someone, but you know.
Hey, you know, that's the workaround. You know, if at first your AI doesn't succeed, just jailbreak it.
There it is. It was quoting someone. That was funny.
Well, since we're still on AI, I got to keep this going. So this is now.
I was gonna ask. Go ahead.
End of week 2, the start of week 3. That AI.com still has me in a queue.
Is that your GPU lending thing?
No,
No,
this
we
was
talked about this 2 weeks ago. They did a Super Bowl commercial,
yes.
and we kind of were talking about it. And I go, you know what? I'm not saying like AI.com is going to be huge, but if it does, I might as well reserve my name because people are going to use agents to create names plus on YouTube, you know? So I went on there just to reserve my handle and my AI handle. But starting week 3 now tonight of nothing still.
Well, and the irony is I did see a couple of other ads for AI.com on X. So it's like, why are you still advertising if you haven't even like handled your business from 2 weeks? Oh, wait, 3 weeks now, right? Is it 3 weeks?
This is the start of 3 weeks.
Okay, so 3 weeks ago. I mean, come on now. But what do I know? I was going to ask for the update, but I was assuming I figured if you got something back, you would have sent me like a message in the background or something. I didn't see one. So I was like, AI.com is AI dead. I don't know. I'm just saying.
Well, I might just like create like a different password, and if BC wants to play around with it, he can, you know.
I'm signing up for it literally as you're talking about it.
Oh, there you
I'm gonna
go.
wait if next Monday you're like, I got in. I've already been using it for 4 days.
Exactly.
Like, what the?
Exactly. But they're like, we don't want this Badel guy. Throw him out of here.
But yeah,
I mean, who knows?
You create your handle, your AI agent's name, and then you got to verify that you're aged by a credit card or a debit card.
Oh, is it trying to charge me or no?
No, it does. It charges you for 0 cents, but just to verify it. That's all.
It's a verification. Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. And then there was one other step. I think it was this email verification or something. Like it wasn't that bad. It was just I wasn't quite sure if I wanted to put a credit card on there.
Yeah. I mean, it seemed very low threshold. Badel did it like you're doing it, kind of live during the stream there. So
what should I just call my AI BC slave?
There you go, BC slave.
I just did Crypto Badel AI. I mean, I just added AI to the end of mine because I'm like, I have no idea. What do I call him? Sandy or Sam? Like,
you gotta have fun with it, man.
Yeah, a little fun. And this is coming either way, Andy, in my opinion. I mean, I got mixed feelings about it or whatever, but digital IDs, DIDs, are going to eventually be a thing.
It's all happening.
But
yeah, and I've actually seen a lot of people talk about not like AI robots, but the use of AI, you know, like make videos, sounds, things like that, like in different, I want to say atmospheres, but different environments. Like I follow a lot of people like in the growing world and cooking world, and on the side, they do AI renderings, and they're like, you know, if you don't know how to do it now, you probably should, because if not, you're going to get left behind.
Yep.
It's not a matter of if you use AI. It's going to be a matter of how well you can use AI and how quick you are with it.
Mm-hmm.
So I've been seeing it going around, not just in crypto or computers or whatever. And I'm like, okay, maybe I should spend a little bit more time with AI.
Not 110%, 109% for Badel. There you go. That's funny. Oh, Dave Digital, you the man. You the man.
Oh yeah.
Anyway.
It's a wild amount. Because originally I didn't use very many. And then like as you get to these very task specific AIs, you do have to use more and more and more of them. And I like to pit them against each other. Well, it's like, hey, this is what this one said. So it's like, well, actually, let me do that better. And it's like, so you have them competing against each other with a task. And you kind of like really get to see which AI is better at what tasks. And then image generation, like there's all sorts of different ones, and it's fun to have an image generated by one and then you give it to another and see what that AI can do with that image. oh, it gets wild and fun.
Yeah.
That's why I was thinking, like, this summer when it gets nice out, I want to start using AI to create images for my laser engraver and see what I can do with that.
Good use.
So like one of the things you're really going to have to end up doing is like letting it know that there's going to be certain things that a laser printer can't do that a normal picture would be. So you're going to have to tell it specifically the kind of things you want. Like I only want bold lineage, things like that. So until you kind of get used to all sorts of different things. But yeah, like Shuby said.
Yeah, I figured he would. He's more of a master at it than me.
Mm-hmm.
Like I've seen some really good, like almost black and white pictures on like Slate, and it's like that. It's so good that it looks like 3-dimensional, and it's like that'd be kind of nice.
There you go.
Oh yeah, well, and it's like it's really the only limit to it is what you can do with your mind to help it along with the goal that you have.
Right.
And that's the nice thing is like it helps you get these tasks done. And would have taken you by hand, maybe like say a couple weeks or so of your free time.
Yep.
Now I'm done.
If you even had the ability.
Now I'm done in 30 minutes.
Yeah.
I was like, here, AI agent, I want you to research this web page. Give me an Excel sheet of all the information from this table that it has. I've literally done it with so many different websites where it's like, just read this website for me, give me the chunks of information that I need, kind of pair these up along these metrics, and let me know how each one ranks out. As it's able to research all of the different things of like, hey, you know, kind of what kind of job would be best for this, and it'll pit these ones against each other, and it'll figure out by what metrics I gave it and rank them on a scale. It gets crazy. The only limit is what you have in your mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, you are the weakest link.
And knowing how
literally.
But that's literally how it's gonna be if you have fully autonomous AI agents. It's like you're the weakest link. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
That's when people really are worried. You know, you see iRobot and it's all the iRobots, and they're like, you are the weakest link. It's like, we were hoping you wouldn't figure that out.
But yep, that's funny. I don't know. I think we kind of we've covered it, and thank you to the chat for being very involved tonight. Appreciate you very much. So I don't know. Let's
a little antagonistic.
Yeah. Well, hey, you know that fits right in here. I mean, let's be completely honest.
I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. I enjoy back and forth. Well, it's like we've got a bunch of video series that we've built up. So it's like I'm not just trying to talk out my butt on this. And if you don't believe me, go check out the video series.
Yep. Facts. Hey, we just be aware. If you give it, you got to be able to take it. Just saying. Because we give it back. Yep. Anyway, what do you say, guys? Shall we start wrapping up, and people can, for those who may not have already seen us dancing out the door, they can watch. Badel, what about you, man? What do you got coming on? Anything good? I know you've had a lot of work lately.
Yeah, I worked 11 hours on Saturday at my oldest kid's choir event yesterday afternoon.
Nice.
So just been a little busy, waiting for the warm weather to come around and stay around. It was nice to be outside last week and get some stuff done in the garage, clean up the yard a little bit, have a fire before I gotta start paying to have a fire.
Dude, that was the tease. That's all that was. You gotta wait a little bit longer.
Well, I don't know if you I said it, but Illinois is trying to put a fire permit out. And it's supposed to be like up to $5, but we all know how permits work. So every time you have a fire, you have to have a permit.
So had the coffers, man. That's all I got.
Gotta love them taxes.
Yeah. Which
I mean,
exactly.
I don't mind if it's say up to $5, what matters most to me is the quickness of it. Like if I can apply for it today and get it within a few hours, yes. But like most permits, they normally take a couple days to a couple weeks. And it's like, no, I'm not going to schedule when I'm going to have a campfire.
I'm just gonna burn it down.
I look at it this way, old guy. I'm old guy interwebs, right? There it is. There's my 9% chance, but I ain't paying for a can permit for a campfire. Just saying.
No.
Just saying. Anyway.
I burn what I want when I want.
Exactly.
This is America.
Yeah, exactly. Bacon, eggs, and exactly. Like, come on now. Come on.
Oh, I'm the same way. I grew up having fires almost every day.
It's like, come on.
It's nothing new to me. But it's like, you know what? If it's a $5 permit, all the money goes to the fire department. Sure, but
you know it's not what's happening.
Yeah,
I know.
80% of this is going to BS that it doesn't need to, and we'll give like 5% to this thing that it actually does need to prevent forest fires or whatever.
Yeah, to help Smokey the Bear. Yeah, exactly. Oh my God. All right, BC, what about you, brother? What do you got going on?
I need to reach out to people and kind of set some things up. I think I'm gonna bump down how many times I was going live during the week. Just kind of keep it with a me and JR show 2 days a week. I've just got a lot going on, and I taxed myself overly on what I thought I could do while also doing other things. So, refocused everything, kind of go with that, and then still do the counter this on the weekends, but just recordings. So
I was about to ask if it was going to be live or going to be recordings. I got you.
Recordings. It's also easier to pull clips from and things like that once I already have the recording. So it's so much easier that way. But I also need to talk to you about an episode because we had one coming up that should be pretty fun.
Yeah, I agree. I figured once you got everything settled, you'd reach out to me. So we will make that happen. And I get it. I get it. It's not easy to keep up with a schedule sometimes. Life just is life. You know what I mean? And it'll come back and bite you. It will bite you. So
Most definitely. Only so many hours in the day, and only so much you can do with all the hours in the day.
Amen. Well, I'm glad you're keeping with this one because appreciate having you here, man. I do.
Of course, I wouldn't leave this one anytime soon. This one's super easy. You find a few articles, and then you just go on rants and old man interwebs about it, and think a little bit angry about AI if you're Badel. And we just get to have fun.
That's funny. Oh, all right. Well, stay tuned for more of that, folks. Next, continuing on next Monday, 7 p.m. Eastern time. For me, again, tomorrow night, 6 p.m. Eastern, myself, Jar, and Joel Valenzuela from Dash. We're going to be talking about the new integration of Zcash orchids into the evolution chain there, so you don't want to miss that. Going to be an upgrade for privacy there. Bring your questions, come on into the chat on that particular stream. And then on Friday night, as usual, 7 p.m. Eastern time, Crypto on the Rocks. So come have a drink, shoot the crap. We have a good time. All right, I think that's going to do it.
Is it cool if I throw JR's link in there because he just went?
Go right ahead, throw it out real quick, and then I'll kick us out the door with the dancing.
And if you go over to JR's and you want to put CCM raid or Badel raid or
you mean he's live? Raid? I thought you meant his. I misunderstood. Well, you know what, BC, babble for a minute while I put a forward, and I'll send everybody over to JR. Babble for a minute, will you?
Well, I don't have a whole lot to babble about,
I hate to put you on the spot. Sorry.
And then I just forgot. Oh, I was going to say, you can tell when I'm on StreamYard because, my face is all lit up and then I go and it's not.
Oh,
because I still can't figure out how to get StreamYard in dark mode. Like my StreamYard is in dark mode, but this link that I've always used just does not want to go to dark mode.
I think there's force to dark mode on things, so you can also do that. I'd have to show you. There's like developer options. You just force that thing to force other things into dark mode. It was so nice when I pulled up my banking app and it's all in dark mode and it had never been in dark mode before. You got it all set up yet, or do I got to keep babbling?
No, it's not set up yet. I'm halfway there. Hang on, because I got 2 streams.
Well, there we go. This man gets it. There you go. Dave Digital told you to ask your AI, Badel.
Oh, there it is. There it is. Ask your AI. Bam.
No.
Ooh,
I have, but like I said, my StreamYard is in dark mode. My Firefox is in dark mode. But this link that I've always been using does not go in dark mode. Like everything else, YouTube, Suno, everything else is in dark mode except for this one link.
Yeah,
maybe because it's from before everything. I don't know.
But that should just be a developer option. So you can force things into dark mode that won't typically go into dark mode like that.
There you go. All right, I finally got it set up, so maybe we can get the hell out of here.
All right, later, folks.
Yeah, so we're gonna send you over to JR. Make sure CCM right in there. And thanks, guys. We'll see you next week. If you haven't already, smash the like on the way out the door, and enjoy our new outro. See you next week, guys.
Yeah. Screens glow. Timeline scream, same fear, different day. Lock in, HODL the line, don't blink, don't fold. Hands stay steady when the stories get old. Charts go wild, but the taste is fine. Mindset, grounded, battle calm. BC breaking down the noise, hold the line. Yeah, we ride that grind through the fear, through the foot, through the echo chamber signs. They panic, sell, we design the climb. HODL the line, yeah. Old school charts in a new age storm. Seen cycles born, seen cycles torn. Zoomed out vision, long-term frame. While the feed chases candles, he studies the game. Macro whispers, history rhymes. Patience weaponized over time. No panic button, no rush to speak. Just facts stacking up week by week.